name is Jeffrey, and welcome to Jeffrey Hack Music. Today we're going to be going over the song Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo on the acoustic guitar. In this video, I'll be teaching you how to make the specific chord shapes on your fretboard in order to play the song properly on the guitar. I'll also be walking you through the strumming patterns the way I play it, and then you can choose to play it however you want to play it. And after we're done with this tutorial, I'll be walking you through how you can use the same chords in Good For You and apply it to other songs that you'd like to learn later on down the road. For example, after learning this song, you can decide to make a mashup of this song and another song that uses the same chord progression. Another thing you can do with these chords is make a parody song of Good For You using the same chords but changing the lyrics. I made a parody video of the song Photograph by Nickelback during the whole pandemic and decided to change it into a coronavirus comedy theme. If interested in watching the video, you can find it right here or right here. Let's get started. Alright, so let's start with the very beginning of the song. What you'd usually hear is so in order to play the intro, I was using the F5 chord, the E5 chord, and the A power chord, A5 chord. So in case you aren't familiar with anything guitar at all, let me talk to you about the guitar strings. So here we have string 1, which is the very bottom string, it's the thinnest string. Then we have string 2, string 3, string 4, string 5, and string 6. String 6 is always at the top. Remember that. String 6 at the top, string 1 at the bottom. And so then with our fingers, we have our first finger, our second finger, our third finger, and our fourth finger. Our fourth finger is our pinky, our third finger is our ring finger, our second finger is our middle finger, aka our favorite finger, and our first finger is our index finger. And then our thumb is for support. And sometimes we can wrap our thumb around on the 6th string when playing a D chord and play like a D over F sharp or something. But in this case, we're going to be going a little more simple. So for this next round, I'm going to play the chords slower so you can keep up with me, and then I'm also going to have references of the chord shapes right here. And that's pretty much the introduction. Now if you wanted to play the intro with the full bar chords, here's a reference to the bar chords, and let's play it together. And for the strumming pattern, all I'm doing is just going down, 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 down. So now that we've got the intro down, let's move on to the verses. Alrighty, so now diving into the verses, we're going to be playing the F5 chord and the E5 chord. Now these are power chords, and it's my preference to play these, but you can also choose to play the full F sharp chord, or you can choose to play the full E chord. So this is how I like to play it. And now if I were to add lyrics, which I don't know the lyrics by heart, this is how it would sound melody-wise. And of course you can choose to add the B if you wish to, as one of the last chords. And that would go. Of course, this is what it sounds like using the power chords. Well, good for you. Just kidding, we haven't got there yet. So let's go over these chords. Again, I'm hitting the F5 chord to E, and then if you want to, you can go to the B. But I personally like to play it like. I don't know, I just like to simplify it, that's just me. Again, you can choose to play the F5 chord to E5 chord, then to B5 chord. So here's the way I'm strumming it. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. And then of course if we were to add the B chord in there, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. So now let's play this a little slower, and we're going to be using the power chords. So pretty much the F5, the E5, and the B5. 1, 2, ready, and down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up. Now a little bit faster. And now let's try it with the full chords. And there you have it. Now if I'm moving a little too fast or you just need more time to gather up all this information, just practice, you're more than welcome to go back to the beginning of this video, back to part 1 of this video, the verses, whatever part of this video that you still need to practice and learn the song, the video is here. Alright, now you've made it to the chorus. You should be proud of yourself. Let's move into it. So the chords for the chorus go like this. I know, it's a lot to take in, but I'm going to guide you through every step. So first off, we have our D chord. Here is the chord shape for my D chord. In this case, by instinct, I always play the D over F sharp, just because, I don't know, I just think it sounds pretty. But for your sake, try playing the D from the 5th string down. So we start off with the D chord right here. And now position your fingers to the A chord. And now position your fingers to the E chord. Now moving over to the F sharp minor. So here we have the D chord. Now move your fingers over to the A chord. Let's position them. Strum from the 6th string down. Now moving over to the E chord. Strumming from the 6th string down. Beautiful, nice and wholesome. And now we're going to move down to the F sharp minor. This is a bar chord that can be very difficult at first, but if you keep practicing it, you'll definitely get better at it, believe me. So I'm going to put my entire first finger across the 2nd fret, pressing the first finger against the entire 2nd fret. Now I'm going to place my 3rd and 4th finger on the 4th fret. I'm going to place my 3rd finger on the 5th string and my 4th finger on the 4th string. And now, yes, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt at first if you're not used to this. And now I'm gonna strum from the 6th string down. Now, if you're getting something that sounds more like, trust me, I've been there too, and it's just part of the journey. Just keep playing the F sharp minor chord. You will get the hang of it. Your fingers will eventually develop calluses on the sides and especially on your fingertips. So just keep playing, keep going with the flow, and you'll eventually get it down. So we have our F sharp minor chord. There you go. And then from F sharp minor, we go back to our E major chord. Coolio. And that's the entire chord progression from what I play of Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. So now let's go through the acoustic strumming pattern. I'm going to start off with D, move to A, then to E major, then to F sharp minor, back to E major. There you have it. Now I know I just played it for you and you're like, what the heck, how do I play the strumming pattern? Well, we're gonna get there. So the strumming pattern goes like this, starting with D. Down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, For me, it helps me to teach you guys by saying the strumming pattern like down, 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 up, because that's just the way I like to teach you guys. Everybody has their own method of teaching and their own method of learning. So that's also why I have down, up placed in this video for your reference so you can read it as well as listen to it and then visually see it. So let's go through that a lot slower. There you go. Now can you take the challenge? Let's try to play it at full speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... There you have it. It is very humid out today, and I'm definitely feeling it. I have a sweat rag down below me. I just keep swiping my face because sweat is just dripping down. It's just one of those days. And now the fun part after the chorus is going right into the bridge. And here's how that goes. So here's the chorus. Going into the bridge. So right as I'm done playing the last E, going from E to F sharp minor to E again, I go straight into the F sharp, going to the E major chord, then going to the B chord. So something like this. And now, of course, you can choose to go about it the power chord way, which is hitting the F5 to E5 to B5. So you can play it like this. And now the strumming pattern for that post-chorus goes like this. Down, 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 down. You pretty much get the idea. Let's do a little bit slower. And you're probably hearing this when I'm hitting the B5 chord. So what I'm doing there is after I'm done strumming the B5 chord going up, I mute the strings like this, and then I hit it again. So on my down strum, that's when I'm muting it. So like this. So let's go over the post-chorus one more time, very slowly. So there you have the chorus and the post-chorus. Alright, so now that we've learned the intro, the verse, and the chorus, do you think you have what it takes to get through everything? Let's go from the intro all the way to chorus 1 and then we'll stop. So for this first round, let's go half speed. Ready, and... So there you have it. And then going into verse 2 is the same as verse 1, and then going into the other chorus is the same as chorus 1, and then going into the bridge is just repeating the chorus, and then going into the maybe I'm too emotional. And that's pretty much just the post-chorus. And of course, if you want to make it a little more creative, so you can palm mute that. But of course, we can talk about palm muting it for another time. And with palm muting, it's all about the wrist. It's all about the wrist. And it takes time. Believe me, when you're not used to palm muting really fast, it will cramp up your wrist and then you'll just be like, but again, just put the practice in, give yourself time to practice your guitar playing, and just practice one thing at a time. But now let's play the intro through chorus 1 at full speed. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, and... You may notice that I played the strumming a little bit differently that time, and that's okay, because as an acoustic performer, you, the acoustic performer, you can mix up the strumming pattern any way you want. In this video, I am just personally sharing with you my strumming pattern and what I usually use most of the time. But again, you can mix up the strumming pattern, you can make a parody of this song, you can change up the chords. Sometimes I like to go... And that's not in the song, but I just like to do it. So guitar playing. It's an extremely tough instrument to learn, but once you get the hang of things, you're never gonna look back. You're gonna want to play the song over and over, and then once your fingers really start to get a hang of that F sharp minor chord or the E chord and just playing that beautiful, crisp, and wholesome sound, you're gonna be like, I just want to keep playing this thing until my fingers bleed or until I die. And then of course you're gonna want to buy more guitars, and yeah, there's more to that. Alrighty, so let's review what we learned today. We learned what the chords for Good For You were, we learned what the strumming pattern was, and we learned how to do the strumming pattern, how to play it. We also learned the chord shapes. Man, this is really hard holding a guitar pick. Hold on. And then we walked through each part, the intro, the verse, the chorus at half speed, and then moved full speed. And those videos are still there for you guys to go ahead and play back, play along to. And then we also learned how to be creative with the song. So 5 things to learn from one video? I'd say that's pretty cool. So if you enjoyed this video, please do a huge favor and give it a like. Of course, if you have any more questions regarding how to play the song or something I didn't completely teach you that you were looking for, then please comment it down in the comments below and I'd love to get back to you. If you're a new guitar player looking for videos on how to play guitar and you came across this video and it benefited you, then I would highly suggest subscribing to Jeffrey Hack Music because there are going to be more guitar tutorials down the road just for you. I've been playing guitar for at least 9 to 10 years. 4 years I took private lessons, and then for 5 to 6 more years, I was pretty much teaching myself. And teaching yourself is half the journey. But most importantly, you never want to give up just practicing. Practice, practice, practice. Don't just, hold the guitar in your hands, not play it, just look at it, think it's a pretty instrument. Like, actually play it, practice. If your fingers get tired or sore, that's a good thing. Don't think it's a bad thing. But also know when to give your fingers a rest. And of course, you're picking up the instrument because you want to have fun. So don't forget, fun is the most important part of this journey. I would like to give a special shout out to 2 of my Patreon supporters. Their names are Ken and Linda. Thank you guys so much for being Patreon supporters and donating monthly to my Patreon channel. It greatly helps out with this YouTube channel, and your support is always thank you. If interested in becoming a Patreon supporter, the link is down below in my video description, and if you decide to become one, you can get exclusive behind-the-scenes content on how I make my videos, more guitar tutorials, music streams, and other stuff that you wouldn't find on YouTube normally. And if you truly believe in this YouTube channel, then I would greatly appreciate you checking out the Patreon link because it'll help this YouTube channel grow significantly. If you're looking for other songs to play, then I have a guitar tutorials playlist on this YouTube channel, so go check it out. And this is just another friendly reminder to like this video and hit that subscribe button along with the bell so you don't miss more content from Jeffrey Hack Music. Alrighty guys, it was fun. The video is here for you. Thank you guys so much for your time. I hope you benefited and learned something new in this video, and I hope you keep rocking out to Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. More fun stuff to come, more lessons, tutorials. I'll see you next time.